And Michael Morales, after 16 straight wins, he's getting the Neil Magny test. He's 4-0 in the UFC, and he's just 26 years old. So if he wins this, he's going to be thrown to the wolves. So it's kind of a crossroads fight here. If he loses, he has plenty of time to regroup, but beating Magny puts you in an elite category. And Morales has beaten two good prospects in his last two fights, but or not prospects, two good veterans, but Neil Magny is a slight notch above Jake Matthews or Max Griffin. And I'm sure Morales has been watching Neil Magny on TV for years, and it's a fight that Morales has probably been thinking about. So he has to be mentally locked in, and I think he will be. And if you look at Morales, style-wise, he's kind of a point fighter to me. He has a 79-inch reach, and he's normally much longer than his opponents. This fight, that's not going to be the case, but he's fast. He controls distance well. He will pressure, use the jab to get fighters to throw at him so he can pull counter with the rear cross or a 1-2. Decent check hooks and uppercuts, and most of his offense are straight punches, though. His last fight, he did show off more kicks. He landed a lot of leg kicks, and I expect him to try to do the same in this fight. And Morales can throw kicks to all parts of the body fast and effectively. I would say he doesn't really hunt finishes or throw huge power shots. He kind of just touches and then tries to get fighters to run into punches. He's accurate, so if you're reckless and come face first into straight shots, you'll eventually go down. And that's how he has 11 knockouts, but I really don't think he's a huge knockout artist or anything, and I think super durable, higher level guys are going to be able to go the distance with Morales. But Morales defensively, he's good at controlling distance, kind of sliding out of the way of punches, and he can get clipped going backwards sometimes. And this fight will be a new challenge for him because he's fighting someone with a really long reach as well. And he needs to keep his feet moving, not get pushed back towards the fence. And his wrestling and grappling, we haven't really seen too much of it, but I think he's going to be hard to get in on because of his length, his ability to move in and out. And he's good at digging underhooks, and pretty much immediately when fighters try to clinch him or shoot in on him, he's out of there. And he has been put on his back in a couple of fights, and he looks comfortable there. I feel like if he gets taken down, you'll be fine. And maybe even could stand back up. But Neil's going to be looking to maul Morales, keep him against the fence. So Morales just has to try to either be the fighter pressuring or circling a lot and not getting backed up behind those double black lines. But Morales in his fight with Nikolai Varetnikov, he did get a lot of body locks. And obviously this fight, I don't think that's going to be the game plan. But it's good to see that he can wrestle a little bit. And you look at Morales, he has really good cardio, and he's not going to gas. And most of the fighters who Magny beats get tired. So Morales being a cardio guy is a big thing for him in this fight. And you look at Neil, I think he's going to struggle majorly in the stand-up. He tries to use the double, triple jab to close the distance. He'll throw some leg kicks, front kicks, but he's just not as fast or spry anymore, and he doesn't take damage as well. He goes into a defensive shell when he starts to get clipped and hit up, and he's always had issues with low kicks and fighters who could pressure well. Historically, he's been able to usually take damage, pressure through it, and win decisions against strikers. But I think that's kind of coming to an end here. He did get that done against Mike Malott, but you saw the Ian Gary fight. He got really battered. And in this one, he has to try to push Morales against the cage, clinch him, wear on him. And that's normally how he wins, using his size and length to control guys there. He's not the best wrestler, but if he can get on top, I think he'll be able to have success. But, Morales should win this fight to me. He isn't going to gas. He has good game plans. I think he's going to pressure, use a lot of feints, low kicks, straight punches, just beat up Magny from range. When Magny tries to clinch, I think Morales is going to shut it down pretty quick and not play that game. And Morales isn't someone who's shown his wrestling in the UFC, but he did on the Contender Series, and maybe if Magny is aggressive, mix in a takedown, put Magny on his back, and just let him know that you can change the dynamic of the fight. But more than likely, I think Morales is going to keep it standing and win a decision here over 3 rounds.